Good evening, class. My name is Leo. This is my friend here, Tech Sergeant Steve White. Today I'm going to be asking him a few questions, trying to get to know him a little bit better to let him give a chance to tell his story to you guys. Sergeant White has been in the Air Force since what year?
I joined in 1990, but in the active duty side of the Air Force, and then I had a 7-year. I got out in 97 and I had
a hiatus?
Yeah, I was out and then I joined the Guard.
So you did from 91 to 97 active?
From April of 90 to 97 was active duty, and then from I joined in 2003 in the National Guard, and I'm still in today in 2018.
Okay, so back in 1991, what was going on in the world that made you want to join the United States Air Force?
In 1990. In 1990, there was a lot going on, and I didn't realize this until I looked some of these things up. But in 1990, some of the current events, Noriega, General Noriega, Panama, he was captured by the U.S. Armed Forces. He was the old boy that sold his the government of Panama to some drug traffickers, and
trying to make a buck.
Yeah, he sold them for millions of dollars, and then basically turned Panama into drug traffic, international capital of the world.
Yep.
And so we went in there and took him out. In fact, my roommate went to Panama at my first base. He deployed to Panama, and I thought I was going to have to go. I wanted to go, but I didn't get to go.
Right.
But anyway, yeah, that was something that was going on.
Cool. Any other major events you can think of right now?
Yeah, the Berlin Wall fell in Germany, where the two East and West Germany come together.
That's
which
awesome.
Essentially the Soviet Union basically fell apart during that time and ended the Cold War.
So in your first 7 years in the active duty side, my class already knows that we're deployed now, but did you have any deployments between 1990 and 1996 or 7?
Yes, in 1990, another current event, we didn't. Iraq invaded Kuwait,
right,
which started the Gulf War.
Yeah,
Desert Storm.
Yeah,
and I had two deployments. To Desert Storm. Well, it was called Desert Calm because I got there after the war was over. The war only lasted for a few months.
Yeah. That's how quick we put those guys out of business.
Yeah. So I had two deployments which was my first time ever deploying.
Sure.
And it was an experience.
And what base were you at when you deployed? And what base did you deploy to?
I deployed out of Herbert Field for Special Operations.
And that's down in Florida?
It's down in Florida.
Yeah.
Fort Walton Beach, Florida. And we deployed to King Fahd Air. It was an airport, King Fahd Airport.
Okay.
And it was.
How long were you there?
3 months. My first trip, and then in '95 I went over there again for 3 months, but I extended for another 3 months. So I did 6 months over there in '95, and I was at they called it Kobar Towers.
Yep, Kobar Towers, absolutely.
Which was bombed. Kobar Towers was bombed. I don't know what year it was, but I was right next to the building that was bombed.
So you were in the building when it got bombed?
No, I was there before it was bombed.
Okay.
And later found out that when it was bombed, I heard it on the TV, and I thought, wow, I was there.
Wow.
But yeah.
So you did 7 years, and then you joined back in 2004.
2003.
2003. I'm sorry. And here we are in 2018. So over 22 years of service.
Complete. Yeah, 22 and a half years when I do retire in November.
And that's spanning over almost 30 years.
Yes, because of the
little hiatus.
Yeah.
So in your 22, give or take some months, change of service, what would you say the most memorable part of your career would have been?
My deployments. I did 2 deployments to Desert Calm, and then I did 4 deployments to Operation Iraqi Freedom, and 2 deployments in...
Tell me a little bit about your Iraqi Freedom deployments. When were those?
I did 4 of them, and I really don't have the dates.
Can you remember any particular parts of those 4 that made those stick out to you?
Just the fact that I'm over here fighting for my country really is why it's memorable.
And so that leads me into something. If you guys don't know, I gave Steve a bunch of questions that I told him I was going to ask, but I had some other things that I wanted to ask as well. So going back to, we do this, you and I and just about everybody else we're deployed with, we do this because we love our country. We want better lives for our friends back home. We come over here so other people don't have to come over here. We keep the fight on this side of the world so it doesn't come to our side of the world.
Exactly.
But that being said, can you think of some sacrifices you've made in your time? So have you missed any memorable experiences in the lives of you and your loved ones that you've had to sacrifice just so we could be the ones over here so other people didn't have to?
You're missing holidays. I've missed, my first deployment to Desert Calm, my Thanksgiving dinner was an MRE.
Which is a meal ready to eat. It's a box. I don't have any here. I wish I did.
And they're delicious.
And they're awful. They're disgusting. So you ate an MRE for Thanksgiving?
Yeah, just holidays, missing the holidays.
Birthdays. So speaking of birthdays, you've got a birthday coming up.
Yeah, I'm going to be over here on my birthday just in a couple of weeks.
Awesome. Obviously there's a lot better places we'd rather celebrate our birthdays.
Yes.
So you plan on retiring from the Air Force, hanging up your boots for the first time, or for the last time?
Yes, in November the 8th.
And you'll have your big retirement ceremony.
22 and a half years, and it's time to move on to other things.
And start being home with your loved ones. Well, Steve, I really appreciate you answering a few questions for me. I appreciate your service, 22 and a half years.
I appreciate your service.
This is how many deployments for you?
Probably about 11.
11 deployments in 22 years. So, that's a testament of your love for your country, and I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Steve.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.